My name is Erika, and welcome to the Beat, inspired by CZ's reverse choreography. We have connected 4 dancers and 4 music producers in a collaboration that takes a new spin in our usual ways of creating choreography. Today, we have myself, who will be creating a choreography to no music, and Adriel, who will then be creating a track to my moves. Let's get to know this season's artists. I am Erika Go, and I'm from NUS Dance Ensemble. The kind of styles that I do have been varying as I grow older. I mainly do contemporary dance, but I like to venture out into different genres as well. So things like choreography or like street jazz. And I've been dancing for about 18 years because I started with ballet when I was really young. Yeah. I think my process for creating choreography to no music, it was something that I didn't really expect. I did look at the videos before, and I talked to Adriel as well, which is the music producer that I was working with. And I had a lot of concepts in mind of how I wanted the story to go towards. And I'm someone who likes to choreograph with a story, so something that the audience can watch and go, okay, I get it. I get what she's trying to say. But then when I started choreographing to the entire piece, it was nothing like that. And even just keeping the concept in mind was really difficult. Overall, I think it was a big challenge for me as someone who is so focused on the beat, focused on musicality. And it's hard to tell a story without the music as well for me. But I tried my best, so I hope that it comes through. Okay, so the story that I wanted to tell in my piece was primarily on the way that we see life. So basically, I listened to a song on the radio, and it was called Bad Day. I think you should know it, by like Daniel Powter. And I was very stressed out. So I was like, okay, why not I create a dance that helps me like show how like in a bad day or like in a stressful situation, like we can still see like the good in it. So that was something that I tried to bring across. But I think at the end of my like choreography, the main message that I wanted to send is that there's the idea of trying to conform or just put up a front. From the start, it's already about like the kind of social expectations that we have, but then it might be a bit difficult to really meet those in the society that we live in. It's kind of everywhere, but I hope that you can see it. Hi Adriel. As I've discussed with you, I don't think it's anything like what I told you before, but I try to add a bit of like nuances here and there on the emotion expression, and I have ultimate faith that you're gonna make it amazing. So all the best and thank you.
Hi, I am Adriel Amoguis from the Lasallian Youth Orchestra, the official orchestra of De La Salle University, Manila, here in the Philippines.
So what approach did I take when I was creating this track? A huge part of creating the track actually came from conceptualizing and interpreting the dance that was sent by the dancer. This is mainly because the dance itself was very abstract. There was a story that the dancer wanted to convey, and I wanted to make sure that I'm able to convey that properly. Because it was very abstract, it was very open to the viewer's interpretation. So, being a classically trained pianist, my natural choice of genre or style was classical. So, classical orchestral way of composition. But for this piece in particular, I decided to go with a more contemporary orchestral way of composition that is actually using pure orchestral instruments. Now, what about the inspiration of the piece? How did it actually came to be or come to be? Well, the dancer Erika wanted to convey something of the sort that you're in a situation that you're, for example, a student who's dealing with a lot of online classes, and at the end of the day, you're really tired, you want to take a rest, but you're not able to, and you just kind of accept that this is the way things are. That's the story that she wanted to convey. Mine was kind of different, but it was kind of also similar. I wanted to convey the story of having a very routine life where it's not really making you happy anymore, and you want to finally break out the process and actually find what's for you, find what's happy for you, what makes you happy, which struggles would you actually enjoy having. And there was the similarity between the both of us. A lot of the actions that made her convey what she had actually also coincided with what kind of actions I could use to convey. And at the same time, it also reflected a lot in the music. So that was my approach. It's very abstract, and we ended up with contemporary orchestral.
I love the final product. I think it was absolutely wonderful to watch, and it really had a lot of things that I discussed with Adriel about. I think that there was a story behind it. I could see the three parts of the dance piece that I was trying to convey in the pieces, from the really mellow and in slow build up, like intensity at the start, to the climax and all the way to the end. I think there was such a strong message that both myself as well as Adriel was trying to send, and it was very apparent, and I think it worked really, really well. I particularly loved the build up. So I think the build up worked really well because there's some beats that I was trying to hit that were a little bit syncopated, and I think Adriel really got all of them. So it was so nice to watch, and like it's really a lot of the ooh moments when I watch dance as well. So thank you for that. Yeah, and I think the entire process in general has been so amazing, so fulfilling on my end. So I mean, like coming into To The Beat, I was both excited and afraid as well. Like afraid not knowing what to expect, but also excited because it's something new to experience. But I think what I enjoyed the most would be discussing with Adriel and just bouncing off ideas about, this is my storyline, what do you think about it? This was the story that I was trying to convey. And he was so open to the ideas and gave his own ideas and perspectives as well, which I loved. I love hearing new, fresh perspectives, and that's exactly what Adriel did as well. On top of just working on the music and the piece together, I think it was so lovely to get to know Adriel on a more personal level. Yeah, and I really hope that I can see you, Adriel, sometime in the future. Maybe I could come down over to the Philippines, or like you could come over to Singapore. And I'd love to work more with you. I think you're such an amazing musician, an amazing composer, and I look forward to working more with you. And thank you very much for the lovely piece. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of To The Beat. If you liked what you saw or heard today and want to follow our dancer or music producer, here are their socials. To The Beat was produced by NUS Center for the Arts as part of our ExxonMobil Campus Concerts series, or EMCC for short. If you liked this episode of To The Beat, stay tuned for the next one. Keep tuning in to EMCC's virtual stage, but for now, this is Erika signing off.